Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Travel Mole broadcast. And I am here in what I would call a surprising, fantastic attraction here in Montgomery in Alabama. And opposite I have Layne Holley, who's the Director of Marketing for the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Graham, for having us.
No problem. Now, Layne, this is called the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. One would think that meant a one-off event, but in fact we're actually sitting in a magnificent theatrical center empire, aren't we?
We are sitting in a $21.6 million, that was $1985, purpose-built facility for the performing arts, theater in particular. And while we do Shakespeare, it was begun as a small festival in Anniston, Alabama, but here at our home in Montgomery, Alabama, we run a full season of shows that include Shakespeare, but also classic plays and musicals that people may know a lot about and have seen many times, and then new, more contemporary works.
So give me a little flavor of, how many visitors, guests could you get in here? People paying money to get in here and see a production.
Right. Well, we typically, in a season, we might run for a given show, let's say 28 performances. In our large festival house, we seat 792 patrons. In our smaller, more intimate octagon space, we seat 262 patrons. So at any given point, we might have 100,000 visitors or more throughout a season or a year. And that includes also our 30,000 to 40,000 school children in Alabama who come to our School Fest student matinee program.
Excellent. And as you mentioned, it's not, despite the title of the building and the facility, it's not exclusively Shakespeare, is it?
Not exclusively Shakespeare, although that is at the heart of every season. Good.
There he is. So Layne, tell me what's coming up this season, this winter season. What have you got planned for your clients?
This season we begin a little bit later in the season because we're finishing up some construction in the building, but around the holidays, the 1st of December, we'll begin with It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play, which is a slightly different telling of that great Christmas classic, It's a Wonderful Life. And then we follow that up with Jubilee, which is an a cappella musical that looks at the history and foundings of the Fisk University Choir from that marvelous world-renowned HBCU in Tennessee. Then we go on to our production of The Tempest, where we have our very own matinee idol, Greta Lambert, who will take the role this year of Prospero, usually played by a man. So it's going to be a wonderful twist in psychology there. Then we move into $1 Million Quartet, which is a great country rockabilly rock musical based on a one-night-only jam session with Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, and Jerry Lee Lewis. Then we have Clydes, which is a new play by Lynn Nottage, Tony nominated, about formerly incarcerated people who are working their way back into life in a sandwich shop. It's a great dark comedy where salvation really relies on your ability to make a good sandwich. And then we wrap up our season with Kander and Ebb's wonderful classic Cabaret, which will be on our festival stage. Our entire theater space will be turned into an immersive underground Berlin Kit Kat club, lots of jazz and fusion, and audiences will have a great experience with that.
Excellent. Well, we'll look forward to someone playing Sally Bowles in that one. That would be good. Now, for visitors to the area, particularly international visitors, is it relatively easy to get tickets, or just go on your website? Is that
it is.
procedure?
You can go on the website. Tickets start at $25. Our goal is to make sure that theater and the work that we present here, that we produce in our theater, is accessible to lots of people from all walks of life. So they start at $25. It's easily accessible on the website at asf.net, or we can always call the box office. Our box office folks are really helpful too about telling folks about other things around town and all of the accessible points in the theater. That's 271-5353, area code +1 334.
Excellent. And this facility, just to be clear, it's about a 20-minute drive from downtown Montgomery, isn't it?
That's right. We're on what's known as the east side of town. You can hop on the interstate, or there's some surface roads that come right across to us. Blount Cultural Park, which is our home, is very accessible. We're right off of the I-85 exit.
Marvellous. Layne, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for showing me around here.
Thank you.
Magnificent.